What's your name? Zabo? Ooh, that's different. What's your name? What's your name? Zabo? Ooh, that's different.
For us guys, Zabo is like the godfather, okay? We love him. He's been around for a long time now.
You hoe crazy, I'm put you on though. So, I don't like what you do, but I'ma be the one to get her through. All the pain, all the hurt that we been through, we still rockin' strong, it been true. Baby girl love me and I'ma love you. I can't fuck the other hoe 'cause they some swools. I ain't came by dirt, now I'm brand new. It be hard to walk a mile in my shoes. Because you so much shit I did it for. No question ass, girl, I knew it wasn't mine. I knew it had to be low, 'cause the shit wasn't love. Yeah, we stay together to the end. To the end, we'll be forever for free. We already set up that we gotta speak on that again. Baby girl in the dark, you be still shining. Yeah, and the hoe can't really slow. I ain't stunning bitch, so I can't be trying to fall. And roll those out, baby, we can roll low. I promise God, baby, I'm showing low. Yeah, I don't like what you do, but I'ma be the one to get her through. All the pain, all the hurt that we been through, we still rockin' strong, it been true. Baby girl love me and I'ma love you. I can't fuck the other hoe 'cause they some swools. I ain't came by dirt, now I'm brand new. It be hard to walk a mile in my shoes. All I know is trench, I had to get that shit up from the you hoe.
That shit right there.
Say, that's crazy, bro. crazy, bro. Zay, that's crazy, bro.
What's your name? What's your name? Zabo? Ooh, that's different. What's your name? What's your name? Zabo? Ooh, that's different. What's your name? What's your name? Zabo? Ooh, that's different. What's your name? What's your name? Zabo? Ooh, that's different. What's your name? What's your name? Zabo? Ooh, that's different.
Welcome, 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 party people. Thank you for tuning in with us today. We are glad that you chose to join us today on this happy TGIF. Thank God that it is Friday, right? It has been a very long week. I'm very happy that today is Friday. My co pilot is on the way. It's a little bit of traffic here in Atlanta, but we are pressing on and get into discussion today, guys. Oh man, it's a lot going on. What are you guys thinking about President Donald Trump, number 47? It's a lot of topics going on. Everybody was upset with Snoop and Nelly and Rick Ross for performing at President Donald Trump's inauguration, which actually we were scheduled to be there, and we got notification at the very last minute on Friday while we were actually filming the podcast. We got notification that it was canceled due to the inclement weather in D.C., and the inauguration was actually moved indoors. And originally, they were thinking about moving it into a hockey arena, so that the people could still come. You know, the mass of people that were scheduled to attend. But those plans were canceled due to safety reasons, and the inauguration ended up being moved into the rotunda, which is very high security. So they only allowed a certain amount of dignitaries and senators, and they're extremely close family and pre-approved people. So although I've been there before, we weren't particularly approved for that instance for the inauguration. So we didn't take a chance. We probably could have gotten in had we went on and went, but it was just too much last minute changes for us to take a chance to drive or to fly all the way to DC, and then our schedule gets, canceled. So no, we didn't want to take that risk. However, um, we we're here now, and I did read a lot of the backlash from Nelly. I did read. I saw Nelly's response. I listened to Snoop Dogg's response, and I actually agree with what Nelly said. His response was that he respect the office, right? He said that had Kamala, had she won the presidency, and had she invited him to come and perform, he would have did the same. And I'm kind of with that opinion. I know a lot of people are upset that President Donald Trump is now the president. They didn't vote for him. Either which way, the fact of the matter is he is a president now. So, just respect the office, like Nelly said. He's a president. So, same as if Kamala would have won the presidency. You just respect the office. So that's my opinion, and that's what I agree on. Because in each administration, whether you're a Republican or a Democrat, there are going to be things that you agree and that you don't agree with in either party. So, you can complain. If you want to complain, there's always something to complain about, always, on either side. So there's no point of being angry, upset, because he's a president. You may not agree with some things that he do, but like Nelly said, it's just the office of respect. So that's what we're choosing to do here at No Days Off Radio and Nothing But the Truth. I don't know if you guys agree or not, but you feel free to put your comments in the chat, and we will get to those comments. There's some things that I know Big Jeff wanted to talk about, and he'll be talking about those in just a few minutes here. I want to welcome, hey, Brandy Southern Girl, hey, Blessed and Anointed, and let's see some of the other people in the chat. Welcome, welcome. Blessed and Anointed says, I'm tapping in from Cali. Thank you. I hope you're being safe from the fires. And we also give our sympathy and our prayers are with the people in Cali that have lost their homes to the wildfire fires that are going on. And it's just a tragedy that people are losing their properties that they've worked so hard for. And I just found out, I know that Tyler Perry had posted that there's a town there that's predominantly black that didn't get proper notification. And he was saying that he can't believe that happened to them. And let me see, what is the name of that town? Because I know I read Tyler Perry had put that on his page. I think I read it on Tyler Perry's Facebook, but I know he put that one of the towns didn't get notification. Anyway, it's such a tragedy. Okay, it's called Altadena. He said that Altadena was the late evacuation orders, and he said that by the time that the city of Altadena received their evacuation orders, the fire was already there on top of them. So that's something that makes you go, hmm. And I know I did read something today that President Trump is on the officials in California as to how this fire happened and got out of hand so swiftly. So hopefully we're able to get to some resolution. I know, like I said, some people are not going to agree with things that Trump doing, and that would have happened with either president. But some things that he is doing, I know that he has declassified three of the high-profile assassinations that have happened. One being Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and the other is Robert Kennedy. And I know the King family issued a statement on that saying that they would like to view those records, prior to the public being able to view those records. But I'm not sure if Trump is going to allow them that courtesy or not. I don't know. I'm not sure if he's going to allow that or if he's just going to put them out there. That is something interesting to know. My question is, why were the records considered classified information anyway? When there's any other tragedy or, why were the records classified in the first place? That's something I would like to know, and I don't know the answers to that. But it would be interesting to see these classified documents that have supposedly been governmental top secret for so many years. And I know JFK, his records, and also the records of his brother are being released. And I'm reading about John F. Kennedy Jr. or Robert Kennedy Jr. has spoken out about the records of his family being released. So that is going to be interesting to read to see what they have to say about it. Because obviously President Donald Trump knows something that we don't know. And he wants the truth to come out, and who can blame him? Because everybody looks at him as this, well, not everybody, but a lot of people in the African American community lately, or people that, I've came across, are not really pleased at his presidency so far. And I am just curious if that opinion will change with some of the top secret information that he's releasing. Because some of the heroes that we think as of today may be some people that are in these classified documents that have been kept top secret for so many years. So this is going to be very, very interesting to see who actually assassinated Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Is it going to be who we've been taught in school, in our textbooks? Is it going to be someone that was close to him? Like, I've heard allegedly that Jesse Jackson may have had something to do with that. Again, that is nothing that I have proven to be factual. I don't know that that is true. That is an allegation again. So I'm very curious to see who was in cahoots and who partook in the assassination of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and also in John F. Kennedy's as well. Just because, why was these records considered so classified? You know, did the government have something to do with it? Did the so-called Democrats have something to do with it? Is that why President Donald Trump is wanting to declassify and release these documents? Makes you say, right? It has to be something, because why would he come first few days in office and this is something that he wants to release? It's something to it, guys. What do you think? What's your opinion on that? Oh man, I'm so sorry, blessed anointed, to hear that your cousin's home burnt down in Altadena. That is so sad. Yeah, Tyler Perry, he did. He posted that they were giving last minute warnings. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that they don't believe that the person, I think it was like James Earl Lee or James Earl something, that a lot of people are saying that he is not the person that did it. So I think, that's why President Trump wants the world to know. And rightfully so. I don't see why, the world wouldn't want to know. That's something I would want to know. So the statement that was given says a government that withholds information is inherently fearful of its citizens' ability to make informed decisions and participate actively in democracy. He added, "Thank you, President Trump, for trusting American citizens and for taking the first step down the road towards reversing this disastrous trajectory." This is what John F. Kennedy Jr. said, or Robert Kennedy Jr. said. So I think that I would have to agree with him. Like, why is it top secret anyway? Why is it classified anyway? Why has it been, and like, and why didn't any other presidents feel the need to declassify it and release it? Why does it take President Trump to come in and say, you know what, I'm gonna release this. I'm about to tell the truth. Maybe he's fed up, and maybe he want the truth to come out. I don't know. This is gonna be interesting. Exactly. Exactly. He definitely knows something, Brandy. He knows something. So, Big Jeff has gotten here. So, Big Jeff, this is what we're talking about, right? So, I was saying that, with President Trump coming in, he's declassifying the Martin Luther King assassination records. He's also declassifying the John F. Kennedy records of their assassination. So I said, Trump got to know something. He coming in his first few days and he's saying, you know what? We're going to declassify this stuff. We fixing to tell the public how Dr. Martin Luther King was really murdered.
Yeah,
The world needs to know.
that's right.
And I said, and what if it got to be, like, what if it's some of these Democrats or people that we have looked up to all these years, because it's something that Trump wants the world to know why he's declassifying these documents all of a sudden. And why hasn't any other president declassified these documents all of a sudden, right?
Yep.
Yep. So that's what we were talking about. And we were also talking about how the fires in California, one of the cities, Altadena, they weren't notified. It's a predominantly black city, and they were like the last to be notified. And by the time they were notified, Tyler Perry had posted it. By the time they were notified, the fire was already there in their faces, so they didn't have time to prepare, and they suffered the most loss. And I was saying that Donald Trump has gotten on recently on the officials in California. He is on them as to how this even occurred, you know. So, you know, like I said, a lot of people aren't pleased with the president, Donald Trump, but it would have happened either way. It would have been people that weren't pleased if Kamala would have gotten the presidency. So nobody is ever going to be 100% pleased with the president. So you just take what you like and pray about what you don't.
That's it. Hey everybody, how everybody doing today? It's Big Jeff. I'm checking in, and I want to thank everybody for tuning in today. And we're gonna discuss some matters of, promises and defaults and legislation and all type of old shit today. we just everywhere. We everywhere today. I like the conversation that you all have started out with today. And like Shanita says, everybody's not liked by everybody.
Right.
And that's life. That's reality. We can't all agree to disagree if everybody like the same people or like everything that's going on. You know what I'm saying? That's a good conversation piece. So we are we wanna wish the people in Cali, much luck, on figuring out how they are going to continue to live their lives. And it's sad what they're going through. You know what I'm saying, as far as, everything burning up because of someone doing it, or someone playing a role in it. You know what I mean? So, let's try to consider the fact that something had to take place for this to happen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What could have happened? I don't know how true it is about this guy that they showed riding down the street, setting things on fire, in the neighborhoods or whatever. But if that is true, what happened to, let's try to find out what happened to the gentleman that had to do that. What caused him to have to do that? Was it something he lost or something that happened with him in the system to where it made him feel like he had to retaliate, in that manner? Was he someone who could have lost his home on a technicality like, a lot of people are doing right now? A lot of people are losing their homes because, people are doing fraudulent acts.
Exactly.
And being successful at it, and some people don't have the means to maneuver out of it or to fight it.
Yep.
So, let's try to see what his agenda is. It's a reason for somebody to do everything now. Ain't nobody just woke up this morning and said, okay, I'm just going to burn up a whole county. I don't think that is that easy for a person to just have that thought and then put it in perspective. You know what I'm saying? So, we got a lot of issues that we have faced in the last 6 or 7 years as far as school shootings, church shootings, church fires. A lot of things, what's causing this? What's causing this, man? Is it this so-called inflation we supposed to be living in, or is it something that people are doing to people that we don't see that's causing this? We got a lot of things that's being addressed now as far as the artist is concerned. artists are being targeted, for, all type of damn rapes and all type of, ignorant shit that, the system is now bringing forth on them through people. Who's persuading these people to come up with these acts to put on these people? You know what I'm saying? And not saying that they're wrong to do it, but it's wrong for somebody to coerce it. How can you coerce someone into saying, someone has did something to them, in a manner to where it's against their rules. It's a violation. You know what I'm saying? Let's try to make sense out of it. Let's make sense out of this. It's a reason for it to be happening. Ain't having no one just woke up and said, this is what we gonna do today. These things are planned and then executed.
Absolutely.
So how long have this person been coerced into doing this, into bringing charges on these artists, saying that they have date raped them and they have done this and done that to them at parties, and hey man, shit just don't happen like that. It just don't happen that easy. So all of us, we gotta understand that all of us can be victims of those type of acts. Mm-hmm. If the only thing a person got to do is say it, all of us. No one is excused from that. Nope. So we all should be praying right now that someone doesn't come along and say, this person did this to me and this person did that to me, and I was 12, 15, 18, you know what I'm saying? And it happened 30 years ago, 40 years ago, 20 years ago. Come on, man. Somebody has to be coercing these acts. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no way you can tell me that you have known about this for 20 or 30 years and you slept on it for 30 years before you acknowledged it. It's no way possible. No way.
And that's the very reason why I think people should still be innocent until proven guilty. I still think that.
Now what we need to do is we need to get rid of that.
What do you mean?
That terminology.
They should be innocent.
That you are innocent until proven guilty.
Right.
Because I haven't seen a person yet
to go
be held accountable for being innocent until proven guilty.
That's because they don't do it.
If you're innocent until proven guilty, then why lock me the fuck up? Right. Give me a ticket and give me a court summons to come to court to address it. If I'm innocent.
Right. That's how it's supposed to go, but it doesn't go that way.
If I'm innocent until proven guilty. When you prove me guilty, you take my ass to jail.
Until then, you're supposed to be innocent.
So I'm not innocent. I'm guilty. You have to prove your innocence.
Exactly. Right.
From the word say go, if an officer decide to take you in custody, that means you are guilty of whatever he's taking you in custody for.
True.
We got to understand that the agenda is it's an officer's discretion to arrest you. An officer doesn't have to arrest you. An officer can charge you with a charge, write you a ticket, and you go to court for it. An officer does not necessarily have to arrest you. And that's what it's called. It's an officer's discretion to arrest you. So understand this. When you go to trials or whatever, or you go to court hearings and whatever, they always have a trial or a court that has been handled and something has been done in that court that they compare to your court, to your incident. You have people who you can have conversation with that would say, you can say, well, they arrested me for having some marijuana, and somebody will say, they did? Shit, they pulled me over, found some marijuana in my car, they didn't take me to jail. So that should let you know that you ain't necessarily got to be arrested for a charge. Because if it was true, if it was not true, then some officers wouldn't let you go, and some wouldn't take you to jail for the same thing. You know, it's the wording. A lot of time, it's the wording. A lot of time, it's how we act when an officer pulls us over. Sometimes, you know, all of that play a role. All of that play a role in being stopped by officers. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we gotta start thinking outside the box. Let's start trying to figure out what's causing these issues to happen. You know what I'm saying? You know, so today I was sitting at home and I was thinking about a lot of things that's going on, in our families, my family, your family, anybody's family. All of us are victims of things that goes on in our families. You know, and those are responsibilities that you are faced with when you become adults. You know, your responsibilities of adulthood have values and meanings. You know what I'm saying? You know, I was addressed with some things that was going on with my family this week. You know, and a lot of people were speaking on it, you know, podcasters and all were speaking on it. But what I want you guys to understand is it's not just in our family. Mm-hmm. It's in everybody's family. You know, we got kids doing everything in all our families. You know, we got adults doing things in our families. You know, we got a lot of shit. You know, the reason Big Jeff's family stands out so much in the public eye right now is because of what we're going through. You know, and I have said this before. Just because Thug is out of jail doesn't mean my family is not still dealing with things. We still dealing with the court system. We still dealing with personal lives that we got to put back together, the whole 9 yards. So, you know, for people to be speaking on it, you know, and trying to, I guess as my kids were saying, shoot their shots. You can't shoot a shot at Big Jeff because Big Jeff is real. When you see me, if you ever meet me, walk up to me and pinch me. I'm fucking real. There's nothing fake about me. All right? But one thing I'm not going to do is go back and forth with people about reality. We live reality every day. So, you know, what you got to say about my family, that's your opinion. What you have to say about me and the things I do and say, that's your opinion. But what I'm going to do is always keep it 100 with the people. I don't care if it's people I know or don't know. I'm going to be 100. Because my family, and I want you to hear this real good, guys, my family knows that I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to keep it real. You know, and I'm not going to feed into ignorance of others. I can deal with anything that goes on in my family. Trust me, I can. So let's not get it twisted. Let's not get it twisted. But I'm not trying to impress nobody. I'm not trying to impress people because they talk about me. I'm not trying to impress nobody because they talk about my family. Hell, who else you gonna talk about right now other than me and my family? We the shit of the world right now. But what I do want y'all to do is honor the challenge that I made to all of you guys out there in TV land, all of you out there that's in podcast land, all of you out there in reporters land. Let's talk about some people in your city. Talk about some families in your city. Talk about some people in your city that's going through something right now that needs you to speak on them. We are an open book in Atlanta. We are an open book, as you can see. So, let's talk about somebody that's in your city. Matter of fact, let's talk about somebody in your family that's living the same life or close. I want you all to stop thinking that when Big Jeff says something, he's directing it to one individual or two individuals or certain individuals. I'm directing my conversation to all who has this type of shit going on in their lives. You don't have to be an artist to have someone to speak on your behalf. When I speak on the artists of Atlanta, I speak on the artists of Atlanta because of how they're allowing them to be handled within our system. When they got the means to fight. So no one has ever heard me say that I hate or dislike an artist in Atlanta. When I speak, if I speak on a certain name of an artist of Atlanta, it's not for a harsh purpose. So if some of the artists who have heard me say their name has taken what I said personally, I want to apologize before the world to those people, because that's not why I spoke on it. I didn't speak on it because I dislike you. I didn't speak on it because I have an issue with you. I spoke on it because of me having a relationship with the people that I have spoke on. So let's take the negative out of it and find the positive in it.
Exactly.
To support someone is about more than money. Money doesn't always mean you're being supportive. Because if that was the case, Big Jeff ain't received a dime from nobody to be supportive. Big Jeff hasn't asked anyone for a dime to be supportive of what our situation is, or have been, and still is. Big Jeff has values on life. I speak on values of life because I have experienced it. Not something that someone has said to me, I heard on social media, or someone said in a conversation. Anything I speak on, you can bet your life on it. I have experienced it. Somewhere down the line, I have experienced it. And I'm sharing my experiences with my people. Something that we all need to start doing. Something we all need to start doing. You cannot bash Big Jeff or make Big Jeff look bad on no note, because Big Jeff does not have a problem with having a conversation with whoever got a problem with it. I have given you all my number a few times. So if you got a problem with Big Jeff, you can make that phone call. You ain't got to go talk about it. You ain't got to go sit in front of another podcaster and do an interview and they speak on it and you would try to answer it. Mm-hmm. And I appreciate the guys that ask those questions, and I definitely appreciate the answers that the people give them when they speak on me. To let y'all know in a nice way that they're not going to speak bad about Big Jeff, because Big Jeff don't speak bad on them. And then there's a respect level, fool. So to try to slide those little questions in on these guys, when y'all doing these pop-up ass interviews, you making yourself look bad, fellas. What I wish they'll tell y'all is Big Jeff put his number on the internet. Big Jeff announced his phone number during his podcast. All you got to do is call him. He'll tell you how he feel.
Sure will.
He'll tell you what you want to know.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to reiterate my phone number again. It's 470-717-7921. That's 470-717-7921. And I ain't scared to pull up. I don't have a problem with pulling up. If you want me to fly out, get me a ticket. I'll come sit at your show and tell you what I need you to know. You can ask me those questions. Tune in to the show. You can ask me the questions on the show live. You know, Seti Nash, I'm going to address you today.
Okay.
If you're going to tell somebody something about Big Jeff, tell them the whole story. It's not that Big Jeff don't like you. Big Jeff don't fuck with you. You came to my son, you came to the YSL trial. You saw me. You saw me. You was damn near introduced to me. I don't have a conversation for you. For what? What could me and you possibly talk about, son? What? But when you speak on Big Jeff, I really would appreciate it if you speak on Big Jeff on something that you know and not assume. That go for all of you who have spoke on Big Jeff.
Put some respect on your name.
Speak on it. You know, you ain't even got to put no respect on my name. Just make sure you know what the hell you're talking about when you speak my name. Because it ain't hard to find. I ride by myself every day. I travel by myself when I travel.
Most of the time.
I will go to any city in the world, not just the United States. I don't have a problem with it. But let's take this negativity out of these shows, man. Like I ask y'all this all the time. Let's take the negativity out of the shows. Let's stop speaking on shit that we ain't got no clue about.
I gotta definitely catch up.
Because at the end of the day, man, I am somebody's father. I am somebody's grandparent. I am somebody's uncle. Please don't get my family started, man. I'm asking y'all. Please don't get my family started. Because if I respond, they going to respond. And I'm not that type of person. I'm not going to put my family in harm's way because of a fucking idiot. So let's try to do something else with these shows, man, other than bash people with them. You welcome to come to this show, fella, and talk to me. You came to be nose at my son's trial.
I heard he was in Atlanta.
You know, y'all came to see what the YSL trial was about. Come and sit down and have a conversation with Big Jeff. At Nothing But the Truth, because that's what I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you nothing but the truth, player. And hopefully we can figure some stuff out, man, and we can do some work. I don't have a problem with working with you, as long as it's right. And that's for anybody. I don't have a problem. We have an open show here. We don't discriminate with who comes to this show. And you're going to be treated like people. But if you come to this show and you sitting here and you trying to bash people, or you trying to downgrade people, or you trying to pick Big Jeff to see how he feel about somebody, you might not like the answers you get. You might not be able to take the answers you get. So now we're going to move on. We got a lot of things that we have to get done now. As we can see, Donald Trump is making all his moves right now.
Yes, he is.
Y'all better wake your asses up. President Trump came in the door. Swinging that bat. Swinging that bat. I hate that we didn't make it to the inauguration.
I hate it too.
I hate we were invited.
Right.
To the inauguration. You know, and I hate we missed it. I would have really loved for y'all to see me in Washington at the state capitol representing y'all ass. But we did have a representative there. Courtney Kramer was there. She was representing for us.
She did.
You know what I'm saying? She did a good job representing for us. We had a couple of senators that we have connection with that was there that represented for us. You know, and they spoke on us, believe it or not. So yeah, me and Shanita is in the political field right now. Yeah. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yeah. Number one show in the land.
Nothing but the truth.
Nothing but the truth is in the building. We in the building.
We in the building, y'all.
So, you know, let's take this positivity and run with it. We got No Days Off production in our backfield, running back and rerunning quarterback. And we're going to run this shit down your throat until you can't take it no more. Yep. Until you can't. You will hear from us every week until you go deaf. That's the only way you won't hear about us. But somebody will give you a hand signal and let you know nothing but the truth is on. No Days Off done put the publication up. Y'all better sit your ass down and get your noodles and your hamburgers and your hoagies and all that good shit and enjoy the show. And enjoy the show.
And again, guys, feel free to post your questions, your comments. We enjoy interacting with you guys. We do read your comments. Say congratulations to both. Thank you.
Thank you. So, you know, we next week, everybody, I'm giving y'all the heads up now. And I'm giving our production team the heads up. We want the production team to join the show next week. They will be joining the show next week. And we will be sharing opinions on a lot of things that, you know, we are going to have going on this year with No Days Off and Nothing But the Truth. And, you know, we are a team. We are a full-fledged team that's unstoppable. We are unstoppable. You know, and we gonna have a lot of new things coming back at you all this year. We're gonna put together some awards. We're gonna put together some shows where we're gonna be giving things away. You know, we're gonna be doing a lot. We're gonna start having, you know, right now, I'm trying to figure out how we're gonna start doing events and celebrations here at DWH Studios, which is No Days Off Production Studio, which is our home, you know, and it's family. And it's family. So we're going to start having a lot of things going on to where we're going to be the podcast of the century.
Right.
Everyone is going to feel no days off and nothing but the truth. All right? Like I say, when we meet everybody next week, we'll have everybody here in attendance, and we're going to sit down at the round table and we're going to shoot some shit. We're going to shoot some shit. We're going to let y'all see how family's supposed to be. We're going to, you know, family doesn't always have to be people who are relatives. Family is not always relative. You know, family is relative. Y'all see how Big Jeff put that shit together just there? Family is not always got to be relatives. Family is relative. Okay. You know, so we are going to do a lot. I'm prepared to put us in a lot of different positions and aspects and admirations to where we want everyone to really understand and enjoy that we mean what we do and we are for real about what we do here at Nothing But the Truth. We are for real. We are serious about what we are doing. It's not a game to us. You know, we're going to start talking about other things in other cities. You know, we really going to broaden this show up. This show is going to be so sharp to where you won't have no choice but to want to listen. Because what we talk about is what the people really need to hear.
Right.
You know, so anybody, any and everybody is welcome to come to the show. You're welcome to visit the warehouse that the show is hosted in. You know, you can come here and plan events. You can plan events for here, the whole 9 yards. And the location is up on the DWH Studios, and that's at 2339 Brandon Road, Atlanta, Georgia. And it's in the DeKalb County area. So, you know, come through, check the building out, plan you some events, and I guarantee you won't go away sad. You won't go away sad. And then you can also view the No Days Off studio that's located in the warehouse. And we also have an engineer here that, you know, does production. He makes beats, the whole 9 yards. And you can come to the studio, and we do have a studio in the studio. Right. So we want to just acknowledge that to everyone, so you all will know that we're more than just a podcast team. We are a real team. We are a one-stop shop. This is a one-stop shop. And like I said, I guarantee you, with the respect that you get, with the greeting that you get, with the personas of the people who are part of this organization, we are all family people. We are all people. So when you come here, you're going to get the utmost respect, and you're going to be treated with the utmost respect. So again, it's DWH Studios, located at 2339 Brandon Road, Atlanta, Georgia. Don't meet us there, beat us there. All right? So now we're going to go back to the show, and we're going to give y'all about 15 more minutes, and then we're going to air out and be out. Now, back to Shanita.
All right. So I was just reading some of the comments, and a lot of people were actually texting me too about some things in the news. I got a text message about everybody also is giving our condolences to the loss of DJ Unk. We definitely give our condolences to him and his family. He's known for the song Walk It Out, in case you didn't know.
Okay.
And then I got a text talking about the ASAP Rocky plea deal that they're trying to offer him. And people were texting me saying that how did it happen so quickly? Seems like they were trying to shove a plea deal down his throat. And pretty much they're saying, you know, same thing Big Jeff was saying. We pretty much deemed to be guilty until proven innocent, pretty much. Especially if we don't take the sorry little plea deals that they try to offer. And then another discussion I was having was about the Trump, how he went in and pardoned all of the rioters from the January the 6th, the rioters that stormed the Capitol on his behalf.
Who could expect anything different?
Right, like they was rioting for him.
Who could have expected anything different?
I know a lot of the law enforcement officers are upset that he pardoned them, but what did you think he was going to do? They supposedly did that for him.
But being honest about that situation,
Yeah.
there is no, you know, and I don't want this to sound bad. I want it to be embraced and accepted. There shouldn't be a law enforcement officer in the United States that should have a problem with that, because we got a lot of officers who have violated people's lives, rights, through justice and criminally. We have officers who have killed people unnecessarily and got off. We have a lot of law enforcement officers who have committed heinous crimes and got off. So why should law enforcement be mad about President Trump doing that? You know, so if you got a problem with that and you in law enforcement, then you should be saying the same thing about your colleagues who have committed crimes and killed people and then do a day in jail as well. You know, so the pot can't call the kettle black when they burning on the same damn fire.
That part.
You know, so no one should have a problem. You know, why should anybody have a problem when the whole system is corrupt?
The whole system. The whole.
So you know, let's not just try to blame it on Trump. Let's not do what we've been doing throughout this YSL case.
It's been
put the blame somewhere else so it won't look like it's on us.
Exactly. It's been that privileged behavior. So
you know, so that's the privilege y'all have in politics and law enforcement.
Exactly. It ain't started with Trump.
The people the one need to be screaming. Not you all. You all on the same team. Because right now, if the CIA came to Atlanta and lined up a lot of officers and said, we want y'all job for the next 3 years is going to be to protect the president, your ass will be on front line.
Front line.
Yeah, some of y'all might buck, but you still going to take that assignment because that's your job. You know, let's make it make sense.
Yep.
You know, we got to stop doing that. You know, this is something that I'm asking our black community to stop doing. Let's stop feeding into the bull crap, man. ASAP Rocky is facing a situation just like all the other rappers, just like a lot of other rappers. That's what I'm speaking on. It's a target. That's why I have a problem with the rappers, with these artists. Stand up, man. You got the money. Y'all got the money. You can buy the power. Stand up. Because you are the ones who they are targeting. Y'all haven't seen it yet.
Sure, yeah. If we all can get together and
Y'all don't
stand
see
up.
it.
Right.
Put your money on something other than a damn car and some jewelry.
Right. Get together. Stand up. Do what Trump did. He got
Put
his
your money
people
on
together. They rided it. Hey, January the 6th.
That's the problem. That's the problem Big Jeff have with you all.
Hey,
Y'all won't stand up for
they
yourselves.
won't stand up.
So somebody got to stand up for you.
That's what you can say, that Trump people ride for him.
Thank you.
That's what you can say.
You know, everybody's saying that these artists are influencers. No, the hell they are not. They are not the influencers. The people who are part of their entourages are the influencers. Because they are the ones who bring the news to them. They are the one that keep them informed on what's going on. The people, we are the influencers for these guys. These artists are influenced by us, their people. But they got to put the support there so their people can speak for them and act for them. This is not the time, fellas, for y'all to be tucking your tails and hiding. What you hiding for? You ain't did a damn thing. So what you hiding for? What you feel like you got to leave your city for? When the first thing come out the goddamn district attorney mouths when they prosecute somebody now is we want them to leave their city.
Right.
You niggas got to be crazy, man. You got to be crazy. How can you not want to fight to stay in your own city? This is all you know. This is where you from. This is where you were born and raised at. Regardless of how you were raised. Stand up. Stand up, man. That's what Big Jeff trying to get y'all to understand and do. Stand up. Or put some backing behind the people who standing up for your asses.
Exactly. Support.
That's how you support what's going on. That's how you support what's going on, man. Them go sit out a podcast or somebody's show doing an interview and you speaking on it, but you speaking on it out of town.
You don't follow up with it. You don't try to engage.
You speak.
Right.
You being asked these bullshit questions by these people. But I haven't heard not one person. I haven't heard not one podcaster ask you all the $64,000 question. Why are you not in your city fighting for your rights? Why? Why aren't you in your city trying to make the difference of a person or people prosecuting your loved ones or trying to prosecute your loved ones, trying to drag your families down, and you all are not there trying to make a stand? Which one of you think you couldn't come to the city, to Atlanta, and start a protest and don't get people to join you? Which one of you think that can't happen? Which one of you think you can't do that? Cause by you deserting your city, that's making people think that they right about whatever they want to try to do to you. You know, these people are not even considering y'all rights now. They give y'all ass these charges today, indict your ass tomorrow, which is crazy, which is how that's possible. And then have your plea the same day or the next day or the next week. Y'all ain't figured it out yet that that's illegal, that's wrong. You can't do that. Y'all haven't figured that out yet. When usually when you get bound over in Fulton County, your ass might not go to court for 2 or 3 years. Y'all haven't thought about that? Now all of a sudden you can go to court in 2-3 days on a plea. In 3 days after being charged? Really? This is something that has already been discussed, people. That's why they can do it so fast. That's why they can try to pull it off so fast. And if you don't stand up and fight, and if you don't push the issue on your rights, they're going to continue to get away with it. It ain't got nothing to do with, we got to understand. Funny Willis might not be there 4 years from now. The law still going to be there. The rules still going to be there. They still going to be doing the same shit. So it ain't about her. She's just the narrative.
So, right,
So, tucking your tail, running, why would you, what I don't understand is, why would you leave your city and go to a city that the motherfucker who's trying to prosecute you in your city is from? Make that make sense. Y'all going to Miami, LA, New York, Chicago, all these places is places that you don't have no ties to. No more than a damn studio. But you don't see the artists in LA running to Atlanta. You don't see the artists in Chicago running to Atlanta to live because of what they going through in their cities. You know why? Because they actually live that shit. Y'all don't live that shit here in Atlanta. We don't live that in Atlanta. That's why we need to get it back out of Atlanta. Gang shit need to be sent back out, need to be ran back out of Atlanta because there's no such thing here. We don't respect it here. If we did, then we wouldn't have a problem with it here. You haven't seen not one gang be prosecuted or even been indicted in LA, in Chicago, in New York, in Miami, in Virginia, in none of the major players of gangland. You have not seen not one gang organization in these other cities that actually are gang related up on the conviction, up on the indictments. Let's make that shit make sense. How can you pick up 29 people in a city that is not even listed gang related legally?
Yeah, check that out.
And try to prosecute these people as gang members. You understand? Let's make this shit make sense. Why haven't any city that's actually gang related been targeted like this case has been for YSL? Why? See, these are the things we need to talk about. Mm-hmm. These are the things we need to acknowledge. So, we're going to lay on it, we're going to sleep on it,
Yeah.
and we're going to try to make sense out of it. You know, so from that point to this one, hey man, we're gonna get out of here and we're gonna let you all marinate for another week. And next week we're gonna come in and we're gonna introduce the team, and then we're gonna take questions for the whole duration of the show. So get your questions right, get your questions ready, you know, and please, whatever you do, don't second guess the question that you want to ask, because no question is a dumb question. Absolutely. So all questions are answerable. If it's not, then we'll let you know if we can answer it or not. But Big Jeff is an open book. I don't have a problem with no question a person want to ask. You all want to ask because, you know, once again, we are No Days Off Production, and we're coming to you from the #1 talk show in the land, which is Nothing But the Truth. We out.
We out.
What's your name? What's your name? Zabo? Ooh, that's different.